We've discussed the concept of patriarchy and that women we've had to break out and be able to access a certain way of life. There would have to be a level of leadership in order to form the patriarchy for us to even want to go say us to even go into it. So if we're looking at leadership, if women we were stronger leaders, don't you think it would be a matriarchy that men would have to break into rather than a patriarchy that women have to break into? Because unless men gave us the ability to have access to certain things, we really couldn't even live in the modern era as much as we do now, because we look at infrastructure and we all agreed that a good majority of infrastructure has been brought in by men. So for us to sit here and say men are not typically leaders, now do all of them foster those skills? No. So some people are not great leaders, but there's a reason why there's a patriarchy for us to complain about, because clearly they have to lead something to have one. I'm just going off the logic of the conversation that's being had.
Yeah, so no, that
Yes.
wouldn't be. No, I'm
Then how are
responding.
they the power structure?
Men are not the power structure. Rich men are the power structure.
Y'all, this woman has the audacity to call herself a pretty intellectual. That's literally her screen name, pretty intellectual. It didn't take but 5 seconds for you guys to see just how unintellectual she is. People who have to call themselves an intellectual, that usually means they're not an intellectual.
Listen once, I do not suddenly got peanut. In the tune, hey. Peanut on me brethren, I mean no.
Welcome to another episode of Love, Life, in the Game, where love is what it's supposed to be, life is what happens, and the game is what's being played. It's your boy Love coming at you guys with another reaction video. Let me give a shout out to all my subscribers. And if you have not become a subscriber, please hit that like, share, subscribe button so that you'll be notified every time I drop a new video. And without further ado, let's just get into it. I'm doing a reaction video today. This is another reaction video off of the Lapeef Network, and they have the infamous Pretty Intellectual. Uh, this woman has been on podcasts before. I don't know why people keep giving her a microphone, because she is an absolute male-hating feminist. Every time she talks, she has the same stupid-ass talking points. She literally gets a rise out of trying to piss men off and anybody else that agrees with men and don't agree with her. You know, these type of people, I'm not a super religious person, but one of the things that I've taken from scripture is it's basically a line from the Messiah himself, where Jesus says, "I don't cast my pearls before swine." And I'm going to play a clip from this video so you guys can, get a taste of this, and I'm going to react to it. So like I said, let's get into it.
If women we were stronger leaders, don't you think it would be a matriarchy that men would have to break into rather than a patriarchy that women have to break into? Because unless men gave us the ability to have access to certain things, we really couldn't even live in the modern era as much as we do now, because we look at infrastructure and we all agreed that a good majority of infrastructure has been brought in by men. So for us to sit here and say men are not typically leaders, now do all of them foster those skills? No. So some people are not great leaders, but there's a reason why there's a patriarchy for us to complain about, because clearly they have to lead something to have one. I'm just going off the logic of the conversation that's being had.
Man, shout out to her name is Kiana Monet. She's new. I've never seen her before on the Lapeef Network, but did anybody not see the logic in what she's saying? I mean, did the woman not speak facts? I mean, that made complete and perfect sense to me. But now we're about to hear from the so-called pretty intellectual, and look at her response.
Yeah, so no, that
Yes.
wouldn't be. No, I'm
Then how are
responding.
they the power structure?
Men are not the power structure. Rich men are the power structure.
But you're still
I mean, did you guys catch that? How dumb can you be? She actually said men are not the power structure, rich men are the power structure. This literally came out of her mouth. This is the so-called pretty intellectual, guys. Incredible. Let's continue.
Party
Making,
ain't that weak.
denoting that
I
it's
literally just
rich
said that
men.
capitalism is eating that was my
You
original
denoted
point.
that it was rich men.
That was
Rich men.
China,
You didn't
why
say
aren't you
rich
letting me talk, my
people.
love? You're not being very feminine. Can you let me finish talking?
Well, then forgive me.
Thank
Oh,
you.
great leader.
Sit in your femininity, my love.
Wow.
Oh,
These are the kind of tactics that this woman likes to use whenever she's on these panels. This is exactly why people need to stop giving her a microphone. I'm gonna tell you, because the first time I saw her, she was actually on I think it was Fatty's podcast, and they had David Anderson on as a guest. This woman had the audacity to try and educate David Anderson on the history of the feminist movement. David Anderson is an elder. And one of the things that I learned about when you are in the presence of an elder is that an elder can say the one thing to you that you would never be able to say to them. And that is, I remember when I was your age. That's a good indication that when you're in the presence of an elder, you should probably shut the fuck up and listen. And when you hold her feet to the fire, she acts like a petulant child and won't answer your questions.
Before you go, before you go, I'm gonna ask her a question because she already contradicted herself. She said women don't need men anymore. They can get their own things and they're walking away from men. But then she turned right back around and said that women and men need each other to survive. So do women need men to survive, or they don't need men to survive? You did. You said we need each other because we can't afford to live by ourselves in today's economy because of capitalism. So do women? Oh, let me finish. Y'all never say what y'all say.
Clarify. What did you say?
I said you cannot sustain a household, meaning children, 2 adults, a household.
What happened to the whole her proving this though? Can we get back to that?
Yeah.
Can you prove? You said that it's due to greed. You said it's due to greed. You said it's due to greed. Yeah, see the obfuscation here? Just actually hold her feet to the fire and demand she prove it.
Let's move.
They won't do it, Andrew. I'm
not willing to back off until you prove your point.
Listen, when we go on your show, you have your whole entire show was about talking about men and bashing men. We don't play victim on your show. If you're gonna be on our show, participate the right way. Stop playing victim. We don't get to play victim on your show.
Who the hell is playing victim?
Pretty. If you do it, hey, Fatty, I'm telling you now, hey, Pretty. If you're gonna continue, you just off the show forever. I'm telling you straight up. You're not gonna play victim on the show. We don't play victim on your show. Y'all extremely disrespectful on your show. Public, you know how y'all women be. Y'all call us rapists. Y'all say we the worst men. Y'all bash us. We don't play victim on your show. We engage we participate in the conversation, and we say what we have to say. We don't play victim. So come play. If you can't play right, then don't come. That's it at this time. We're not doing a victim. This ain't the victim show today.
So you're
gonna no, I'm gonna ask you because I'm asking Fatty to chill. If y'all not gonna participate in the conversation, we will permanently not ask you to come anymore. If you fine with that, that's cool. If you're gonna play victim, don't participate.
I think it's hilarious that Andrew,
I'm asking you, are you gonna participate?
It's hilarious that Andrew is just whining and complaining about a contract, and he's still sitting here.
Okay.
Now, as y'all can see, this ratchet-ass male-hating feminist was kicked off the show. She was kicked off of Fatty's super panel because she didn't want to answer a question that she had no answer for. This is her MO. She only gets on these shows to push these talking points by feminists, where all she does is bash men all day long. That's it. She is not one of us. You don't give a woman like this a microphone. You don't give her a platform to speak. She does more damage to our community than the KKK does. Y'all literally saw in real time how this woman, she will say some of the most outlandish shit just to try to piss people off. She does this all the time. You don't give a woman like this a microphone. You don't waste your time trying to have a conversation with someone who is not looking to further the conversation. She does not give a damn about black men. She does not give a damn about the black community. Do not give her a microphone to speak. That's pretty much all I got. Please let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I would love to hear your thoughts. Let me know what you think. And until the next show, I will see you guys on the next one.